Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw here in Toronto, where kicking things off with Stephenie McMahon was a huge announcement to kick off Raw here in Toronto. Wow, Toronto, you guys never disappoint. It's been a while since I've stepped into this ring to kick off Monday Night Raw. And let me just say, it feels amazing to be home in front of this kind of energy. Thank you, Roy. Thank you. Now, I came out here tonight because there are some major changes happening in WWE. Changes that I know you've all been talking about. It's time we address them head on. For years, WWE has been divided. Red versus blue. Raw versus SmackDown. Drafts, trades, rivalries. It pushed our superstars to compete, and it gave you all some incredible moments. But lately, it started to hold us back. Too many stories cut short. Too many dream matches never get thought to happen. Too many barriers between our men and women who just want to wrestle and entertain you. So as of tonight, the brand split is officially over. That's right. No more restrictions. No more separate rosters. Every WWE superstar is now part of one unified company under one banner, the WWE. This isn't about competition anymore. It's about unity. It's about bringing together the best talent in the world to give you the W Universe, the absolute best shows possible. And yes, that also means that NXT has officially come to an end. NXT will always hold a special place in our hearts. It gave us stars like Sami Zayn, Becky Lynch, Finn Balor, Bianca Belair, and so many others who defined an entire generation. It wasn't the end of their stories. It was the beginning. But now, it's time for the next generation to write their stories right here on Raw on SmackDown, on the main stage where they belong. This isn't about taking something away. It's about bringing everyone together. It's about evolving, about making WWE stronger, more connected, and more exciting than ever before. So whether you're from Raw, SmackDown, or NXT, or you're a fan here in Toronto, we are a family. And tonight we start a new chapter, a new era, because this isn't about brands anymore. This is about us, the superstars, the fans, and the company that stood the test of time. WWE. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The brand split has completely been completely taken apart. No more brand split. You're in WWE, which is great for the fans here in Toronto as well. But ladies and gentlemen, we're getting for one action to kick off Raw. Now we're going to kick off Raw with some one-on-one action here on Monday Night Raw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome ringside to Toronto. And here comes the phenomenal AJ Styles, who's here in action live on Raw.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Gainesville, Georgia. Weighing in at 218 pounds. The phenomenal AJ Styles.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, AJ Styles here in action live on Monday Night Raw against a mystery opponent. He's going one-on-one against a mystery opponent. Could be someone from Raw, could be someone from SmackDown, or could be someone from NXT. We'll find out live here on Monday Night Raw in moments. So who's the opponent going to be tonight? Well, ladies and gentlemen, from NXT, Ethan Page. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Page made his way to the ring tonight. We all know the brand split is over, and NXT was discontinued, which still means you'll see Raw and SmackDown Superstars, both Raw and SmackDown, and NXT Superstars, both Raw and SmackDown, throughout the year. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's all about. But new faces in WWE. There are new faces here on Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. Here tonight. And we'll kick things off for one action as Ethan Page versus AJ Styles here on Monday Night Raw. As we are officially finished with the brand split. Brand split is officially discontinued. And here we go. One-on-one action. AJ Styles versus All Ego Ethan Page. Here on Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. Our first night of action here after the brand split has completed. Completely, we heard for certain man had to say that the brand split is completely finished. Completely finished. This means now we know what we'll see in the future. As we're seeing some great action right now. We're seeing All Ego Ethan Page make his way to the ring tonight. Then it's AJ Styles here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. On Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, here on Monday Night Raw, live here tonight, sold out here in Toronto, Canada. Here in Toronto, Canada, ladies and gentlemen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a night we have for you in store tonight on Monday Night Raw. The brand split is over. There's no more brand split here in WWE, and a back suplex by the phenomenal AJ Styles to All Ego Ethan Page. Here on Monday Night Raw in Toronto. All Ego Ethan Page versus AJ Styles. One-on-one action. Here on Monday Night Raw. Live tonight in Toronto, Canada. In Toronto, Canada. Well, ladies and gentlemen, big fight feel here in Toronto tonight. AJ Styles versus All Ego Ethan Page. Here on Monday Night Raw. On Monday Night Raw here tonight in Toronto. Well, ladies and gentlemen, big matchup here. Big fight feel as well here on Monday Night Raw night. All Ego Ethan Page versus AJ Styles on Monday Night Raw here tonight in Toronto. Well, ladies and gentlemen, big night of action here tonight. Big action here on Monday Night Raw. AJ Styles versus All Ego Ethan Page here on Monday Night Raw tonight, live on Monday Night Raw. Here in Toronto, Canada. Here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. For Monday Night Raw. Well, big matchup here. The crowd up on their feet tonight, right now, for this match. All Ego Ethan Page versus AJ Styles. Here on Monday Night Raw. All Ego to zone. AJ Styles is down by Ethan Page early on this matchup. They're on 2 by the phenomenal 1. By AJ Styles. Styles and All Ethan Page. Monday Night Raw action here in the Scotia Bank Arena here in Toronto, Canada. The Scotia Bank Arena here in Toronto. Playing their ball, having a trouble night here in Toronto. AJ Styles, All Ego Ethan Page on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. On Netflix, ladies and gentlemen. Here tonight, sold out. Sold out here on Monday Night Raw in Toronto for this one action here tonight on Monday Night Raw here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we don't know what can happen here tonight on Raw. We don't know who else will make their way. Will we see NXT superstars, more NXT superstars, more and SmackDown superstars show up tonight here on Raw? Up tonight here on Monday Night Raw, the debut episode of Raw after the breath of the end of the brand split. AJ Styles versus All Ego Ethan Page on Monday Night Raw here on Netflix. Here, ladies and gentlemen, big fight feel here in Toronto tonight between all of you, the Page and AJ Styles here tonight in Toronto. In Toronto, Canada. Live tonight here, ladies and gentlemen. AJ now has the advantage. Busted open. All Ego Ethan Page here on Raw tonight. Ego Ethan Page been busted open by the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. And Styles, here goes AJ. Down goes All Ego Ethan Page by the phenomenal one. 1, 2 to the 1 by Ethan Page. By All Ego, Ethan Page here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Well, ladies and gentlemen, big fight feel here in the Scotia Bank Arena here in Toronto. AJ Styles, All Ego, Ethan Page on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Well, Ethan Page versus AJ Styles, our first match of the night here in Toronto, Canada. Here tonight, All Ego, Ethan Page and AJ Styles here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. AJ Styles and All Ego Ethan Page here to lead the page here. All Ego Ethan Page. All Ego. Go that move, All Ego here. 1, 2. Kick out 2 by AJ Styles. All Ego Ethan Page versus AJ Styles here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Big fight feel here, ladies and gentlemen. AJ Styles versus All Ego Ethan Page here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Back into suplex. Spine buster here. AJ's down. 1, 2. Kick out 2 by AJ Styles. AJ Styles not looking too well here against All Ego Ethan Page here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix, ladies and gentlemen. We have a huge night of action here in Toronto. Here on Monday Night Raw here in Toronto, ladies and gentlemen. I'll go really see Sami Zayn in action later on tonight. We're to hear from the Women's World Champion, Becky Lynch, later on tonight. Later on tonight, we have the man, Becky Lynch, here on Monday Night Raw. Later on tonight, we hear from the man, Becky Lynch, Women's World Champion, Becky Lynch. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. All Ego Ethan Page versus AJ Styles here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here we go. AJ Styles, All Ego Ethan Page on Monday Night Raw live on Netflix. Here we go. Here we go. The phenomenal forearm connects by AJ Styles to Ethan Page. Not even almost a 3 count, but he gets the shoulder up before 3, and this match continues. That's just continuing on. And again, All Ego the Page, All Ego again. Let's show he is All Ego. And Ethan Page may have done this now to AJ Styles. 1, 2, 2.5. Kick out by AJ. AJ gets on 2.5 here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Monday Night Raw here, ladies and gentlemen, on Netflix. AJ Styles versus All Ego the Page on Monday Night Raw on Netflix tonight. And our back again by All Ego the Page on AJ. 1, 2. Kick out 2 by AJ again here on Monday Night Raw. AJ Styles on Ethan Page. Monday Night Raw action here, folks. Sold out here in Toronto, Canada. Live on Monday Night Raw. Live on Raw. AJ Styles versus All Ego Ethan Page in the ring for the first time. For the first time ever. Going one-on-one here on Monday Night Raw. Oh, he's in the Page. He's the back of AJ Styles. Styles down by All Ego. Ethan Page. Let us show Wyatt Golden Mother. Show he's more ego. More ego here. 1, 2. 2 again. Kick out 2 again by AJ Styles. Styles and All Ego Ethan Page. Monday Night Raw action here on Netflix. You're sold out here on Netflix on Monday Night Raw. AJ Styles looking for the calf crusher here. Looking for the Styles clash. Styles clash by AJ. Down goes all Ego with the Page. Two count by Ethan Page, who comes out two. So 2 by Ethan Page here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here we go. AJ Styles versus Ego for the All Ego Ethan Page on Monday Night Raw on Netflix, folks. On Netflix tonight. On Netflix. Here we go. Big fight feel. Here, ladies and gentlemen. Right here on Netflix tonight. Ethan Page again lays out AJ Styles. Lays out AJ. Lays down AJ Styles in the corner. In the back here. Ball Ethan Page versus AJ Styles. Monday Night Raw action here on Netflix. Both men are down here. Near the pin. 1, 2 count. AJ just got the shoulder up in the nick of time here. And all Ethan Page can't believe it. He thought it was done. He thought AJ Styles was down and out. So did everyone else here in the arena, here in the Scotiabank Arena. But AJ Styles did not go down without a fight. Not going down without a fight. Here's AJ. AJ Styles versus All Ego Ethan Page here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here we go. First match of the night here on Monday Night Raw. All Ethan Page versus AJ Styles. First match of the night. First match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go again. Big fight feel on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here we go again by AJ Styles, by the phenomenal one. AJ Styles again shows why he is the best. And AJ Styles, the Calf Crusher is locked in. The Calf Crusher is locked in tight. Will Ethan Page tap out to the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. We're going to see what happens here. Another kick out here, but another kick out. But escape from Ethan Page. And again, Ethan Page has AJ where he wants him. Down goes AJ again by Ethan Page here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. 1, 2 count again from the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, which is now again a 2. Almost a 3 count here. Oh, wait a minute. Here's the Tree of Woe. The Tree of Woe. Oh my God. The Tree of Woe, and thought that was too bad news here for AJ Styles. It's a lot of bad news for AJ here. Wait a minute. But wait a minute, AJ Styles is not letting out a fight. AJ, pop up. Styles, clash. That could be it. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles wins. What a match. What a match to kick off Raw here in Toronto on Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. What a match to kick off Raw between AJ Styles and All Ego Ethan Page here on Monday Night Raw night. Our official Charles Robinson did a trouble work with the timing with the pins tonight. With a pin tonight in this match. Our first time we're seeing this man on Raw. Will he also be on SmackDown this Friday night. This Friday. We'll find out. But we all know SC has been disbanded. And the brand split is no more. So we'll find out what we're going to see in the future here in WWE. But we already know the future is indeed bright here in WWE. And the future is new. But what a matchup. Well, this is the last highlights of this incredible matchup here in Toronto. But watch this. The pop-up Styles clash. for the 1, 2, 3, and AJ Styles wins here on Raw.
Here is your winner, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a win for AJ Styles here on Raw tonight, as he defeats Ethan Page here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. What a match, what a win for the phenomenal one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Raw on Netflix. And it's up for women's action. And here comes Bayley from Monday Night Raw. Here comes Bayley. Here tonight action on Raw.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from San Jose, California, Bayley.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Bayley here in action on Monday Night Raw tonight. And we all know the brandsplit is done. Bayley heading to Raw. He is here tonight action. Who's she gonna face? Will she face a woman from NXT or SmackDown? Or even here on Raw? We're going to find out, ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Roxanne Perez from NXT make her debut tonight.
And her opponent from Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Roxanne Perez from NXT made her main roster debut tonight. Her debut here on Monday Night Raw. Here tonight against Bayley. This will be a big matchup here for Roxanne Perez. First time we've seen her here in WWE here on Monday Night Raw. Now we all know since the brandsplit is no more, NXT is no more, we're going to be seeing NXT superstars throughout the year, throughout the year era of the new era of WWE, which has already taken place here on Raw tonight. Took place here on Raw tonight with Ethan Page. Go one-on-one with AJ Styles. It's AJ Styles to kick off the Raw tonight. Well, here we go. Bayley versus Roxanne Perez here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here we go. We haven't seen these women put it on the line tonight for the first time ever. These two women going at it for the very first time here on Monday Night Raw. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bayley and Roxanne Perez on Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix. Here we go. Here we go. A backbreaker here by Roxanne Perez to Bayley. And Bayley and Roxanne Perez have one-on-one action here in Toronto, Canada, at the Scotia Bank Arena here in Toronto. While Bayley versus Roxanne Perez on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here we go. Match here in Raw. Our second match here on Monday Night Raw. Here on Netflix, ladies and gentlemen. And there we go. A back suplex by Bayley again. Here on Monday Night Raw. Here in Toronto. While Bayley here in Toronto, loving the crowd here in Toronto. Bayley and Roxanne Perez. DDT to Bayley. Bayley's down. The Roxanne Perez. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 by Bayley. 2 by Bayley here on Monday Night Raw. And here comes Bayley. And Bayley now against Roxanne Perez here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here, ladies and gentlemen. Bayley, Roxanne Perez on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Raw on Netflix, ladies and gentlemen. We are sold out here in Toronto, live tonight here on Raw. Well, Bailey versus Roxanne Perez. And here we go. Bailey, Roxanne Perez, and Bailey. One-on-one action here, ladies and gentlemen. Here on Monday Night Raw. Bailey goes down. There goes Bailey. Bailey's down face first. And again, Roxanne Perez will win pin early on again. On Bailey again. But Bailey comes out again at 2. Once they're going to take Roxanne Perez to beat pin Bailey here. But pin Bailey here on Raw. But here we go. Here comes Bailey. The hugger is ready to play. Is ready to fight here. Bailey's all ready. Here's Bailey. And Bailey to Bailey. By Bailey. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 by Roxanne Perez. Bailey almost got the victory here with the Bailey to Belly. But Roxanne Perez kicked out. Kicked out at 2. Well, Bailey, Roxanne Perez here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here we go. Roxanne Perez down with Bailey again. But Roxanne Perez here. But Roxanne Perez going for one thing. Roxanne Perez. Submission by Roxanne Perez. Gonna tap, make Bailey tap. Make Bailey tap out here on Monday Night Raw. Here on Netflix. But will Bailey tap? Will Bailey tap out here? Will Bailey tap out here on Monday Night Raw to Roxanne Perez? But Bailey escapes it. Bailey escapes the submission. And Bailey looking for the Rose Plant. And Bailey with the Rose Plant by Bailey. The Rose Plant by Bailey. 1, 2, 3. Bailey wins. What a win for Bailey here on Monday Night Raw. But Roxanne Perez gave it her all tonight. But Bailey won here on Raw. Won tonight on Raw. But what a match. The watch did the Bailey to Belly. Webb tried to go for the 1, 2, 3. Like he done early on. 1, 2. But Roxanne Perez kicked out at 2. And now watch this. And in the final moments here on Monday Night Raw, Roxanne Perez tried to win, take Bailey away here. Gonna beat Bailey here, but did not work. And now Bailey. But then Bailey came back with the Rose Plant for the 1, 2, 3. And Bailey is your winner tonight, folks.
Here is your winner, Bailey!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a win for Bailey tonight here in Toronto. Bailey stands tall as she beats Roxanne Perez here on Monday Night Raw, right here on Netflix, and right here in Toronto. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Raw for the tag action. And here comes the SmackDown's tag team, the SmackDown tag team, in the form of the Motor City Machine Guns are here on Raw. We're competing here on Raw tonight, here on Netflix.
Contest is a tag team match scheduled for 1 fall, making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 420 pounds. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Motor City Machine Guns from SmackDown are looking to fight here on Raw tonight. The fight here on Raw. But who are they going against? Who will they face? We're going to find out, ladies and gentlemen, in moments. Who are they facing off against here on Raw? The Motor City Machine Guns are in the action. Are in action now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, from NXT, Fraxium is making their debut here on Raw tonight.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 336 pounds, Axiom and Nathan Fraser. Fraxium!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Fraxium, the team from NXT, a team from NXT, as we know, NXT was disbanded, and the brand split is no more, which kind of meant we would see tag teams from any brand, Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. But we're seeing NXT tag team go against the SmackDown tag team here on Raw tonight. But here we go. First time ever these four are competing on Monday Night Raw here on Netflix. But here we go. Big matchup here on Netflix, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. Tag team action here on Netflix. The Morrison Machine Guns are taking on the Fraxium. Nathan Fraser and Axiom. Here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix tonight. Big fight feel here, ladies and gentlemen. On our first night after the brand split is finished. After the end of the brand split, we're already seeing some new superstars show up already tonight. We've seen Roxanne Perez, and we've also seen all Ethan Page earlier tonight in action since AJ Styles lost AJ Styles. But ladies and gentlemen, Fraxium versus the Motor City Machine Guns here on Monday Night Raw. Live on Netflix tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, big matchup here tonight. Big fight feel here on Monday Night Raw. Fraxium and the Motor City Machine Guns here on Netflix. But what a matchup we're seeing here live. Sold out here, ladies and gentlemen, on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. And a beatdown there. Here we go. Fraxium in control right now here on Netflix. Well, Fraxium gonna prove what they've got what it takes to be the best tonight on Monday Night Raw. Fraxium and Nathan Fraser. Nathan Fraser advantage of the Motor City Machine Guns. And here we go. Alex Shelley. Chris Sabin's in the ring. Here is Chris Sabin against Nathan Fraser here on Monday Night Raw here on Netflix. Well, Nathan Fraser hasn't seen this kind of beatdown, this type of abuse in the future. This abuse. There's abuse in this tag match in a while. This tag match here on Monday Night Raw here on Netflix, ladies and gentlemen. The Morrison Machine Guns are in action here, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. And look at this here, coming down for the tag, yes he does. And the tag for Axiom. And Axiom, down goes Chris Sabin by Axiom. Here on Monday Night Raw, Axiom and Nathan Axiom and Chris Sabin and Axiom here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here tonight, sold out here in Toronto. Well, here in Toronto, Canada, on Monday Night Raw in this tag team matchup. Team matchup here on Raw tonight. Tag team match here in Toronto. Here we are back. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tag team action on Monday Night Raw. We are seeing here tonight between these two teams, these two treble teams, the Morrison Machine Guns from SmackDown and Axiom, Fraxium from NXT, DDT on the apron, and the Morrison Machine Guns are in control right now here on Raw. The Moisture Machine Guns versus Fraxium here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix here in Toronto. Here in Toronto, Canada. And there we go. Big move here. Here we go now. Look at this. Big move here. Down goes Axiom here on Monday Night Raw. Down goes Nathan Frazier right outside the ring. And Fraxium does not look like he's... Actually, does not look like he's doing okay here. And again, a beatdown again, and here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Skull and Bones. 1, 2, kick out. Nathan Frazier saved the match. Saved the match for Fraxium. The match for Fraxium here in Toronto. Match here for Fraxium here in Toronto, Canada. But here we go. And Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Moisture Machine Guns. Here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Raw on Netflix, ladies and gentlemen. Sold out here tonight. Here we go. Down goes Axiom again. Axiom again goes down. Here we go in the corner. And down goes Nathan Frazier. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, another Skull and Bones. 1, 2, and 3. The Moisture Machine Guns win in tight action. What a tag team match we just saw here tonight on Raw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a big matchup here we just saw. Here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix here in Toronto. What a tag team match. This was incredible. This tag match was incredible tonight. Both men, both tag teams gave it their all tonight. But we all know who came out on top tonight. The Motor City Machine Guns. Here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. They win tonight on Monday Night Raw on Netflix with Skull and Bones.
Here are your winners, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Motor City Machine Guns stand tall tonight on Raw. What a showing tonight for these two tag teams tonight. But the Motor City Machine Guns pull out the victory right here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Raw, right here on Netflix. And here goes SmackDown, Sami Zayn. SmackDown, Sami Zayn's here on Raw tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Weighing in at 212 pounds,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Sami Zayn here on Monday Night Raw. We all know the brand split start, which means anybody can appear on both Raw and SmackDown. Here tonight, we're seeing some great superstars appear so far on Raw tonight. We've seen Ethan Page, we've seen Roxanne Perez from NXT. We've also seen The Morrissey Machine Guns from SmackDown compete tonight. And now we're getting Sami Zayn, Canada's own Sami Zayn here, fighting on Raw here tonight in Toronto. Well, who's going to be his opponent? I don't know who's it going to be, but have we seen some more surprises tonight? Who will it be? We're going to find out in moments here on Raw. Who's Sami Zayn's opponent going to be tonight? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the final NXT champion, Trick Williams. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Trick Williams making his debut tonight here in WWE on Monday Night Raw. Here on Monday night, part of the end of the brand split. Anyone can be on both Raw and SmackDown. But now we're seeing what happens here as he's Sami Zayn's opponent here on Monday Night Raw. Trick Williams is here in Toronto on Monday Night Raw. Who would have thought this was going to happen? But he's here. And he's ready to whoop that Trick here on Monday night. Well, here we go. Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams on Monday Night Raw here on Netflix tonight. Here on Netflix tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What a match we're seeing here in Toronto between Trick Williams and Sami Zayn. Here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Well, both men want to prove what they have tonight on Raw. The Raw and SmackDown will be embarked on the same brand. So is NXT as combined. Every show is no brand split no more. Which means anyone can appear on both Raw and SmackDown. But we're seeing right here, Trick Williams returning, starting his debut, making his debut here on Raw against Sami Zayn. Here on Netflix in Toronto, Canada. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Sami Zayn here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix against Trick Williams. Here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Trick Williams and Sami Zayn. Monday Night Raw action, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. Sold out here in Toronto, Canada for Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here goes Trick Williams now. Trick Williams showing why he was the last NXT champion. I was the last NXT champion for NXT, for the NXT brand. The NXT brand. But ladies and gentlemen, what a match we're seeing here in Toronto. Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix tonight. Here in Toronto, Canada. In Toronto, Canada, didn't we ever see these two men compete ever in WWE on Monday Night Raw, or Friday Night SmackDown, or even NXT for that matter. But now we're seeing this. We're seeing this match for the very first time. Zayn and Trick Williams on Monday Night Raw, right here on Netflix. Well, Trick Williams and Sami Zayn, Monday Night Raw action, ladies and gentlemen. Sami in the corner, has what he wants him. Down goes Trick Williams by Sami. And Sami Zayn, he's calling for it. He's calling for something there, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams on Monday Night Raw on Netflix here, ladies and gentlemen. Sami Zayn looking for the Hula kick, and he does. The Hula kick by Sami. Is that it? Is that it? To put away Trick Williams. No, it's not. Kick out 2. Williams sits out 2 out of the. Sits out 2 here. Oh, that is Trick Williams. Takes down Sammy. And Trick Williams. Look at Trick Williams here. Down goes Sami Zayn. 1, 2, 2 count by Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn and Trick Williams on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here tonight, sold out. Here in Toronto. Oh, here in Toronto, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, Sami Zayn, Trick Williams, Monday Night Raw action here in the Scotiabank Arena, here in Toronto, Canada. In Toronto, Canada. Well, Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. We never thought we'd see these two men compete, but we are right now. We are tonight. For the first time ever, these two men are competing one-on-one in this jam-packed, sold-out arena here at sold-out Scotiabank Arena here in Toronto, Canada. Toronto, Canada, ladies and gentlemen. Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. Monday Night Raw action here in Toronto. Trick Williams has been busted open here. Trick Williams has been busted open by Sami Zayn here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Well, Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn here in Toronto on Monday Night Raw. Here, ladies and gentlemen, again, Trick Williams in advance of Sami here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. And here we go, folks. Here we go. Sami Zayn, Trick Williams on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here tonight, sold out on Monday Night Raw. Well, Trick Williams and Sami Zayn, Monday Night Raw action here in Toronto, Canada. A huge match here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What a fight. And Sami Zayn lays out Trick Williams. But here comes Sami Zayn. Blue Thunderbomb. 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn wins. What a match for Sami. What a win for Sami Zayn. With a Blue Thunderbomb for 1, 2, 3. What a match. What a matchup, ladies and gentlemen, we just saw here tonight. Sami Zayn and Trick Williams put on a trouble match here in Toronto, Canada. Here in Toronto, Canada. Here on Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix, ladies and gentlemen. What a match. And watch the Blue Thunderbomb for the 1, 2, and 3, and Sami wins here on Monday Night Raw.
Here is your winner, Sami Zayn.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a win for Sami Zayn here in Toronto. Here in Toronto, ladies and gentlemen. Sami Zayn stands tall here on Monday Night Raw. But up next, we're here for the Women's World Champion. Women's World Champion's here. Live nets on Raw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Women's World Champion, Becky Lynch, who's here in Toronto, here on Monday Night Raw right now. Oh, it feels so good. It feels good to be in Toronto tonight. Now I don't know if you've noticed, but your girl's been pretty busy lately. Because once again, the man stands at the top of the mountain, your WWE Women's Champion. I've been through tables, cages, ladders, you name it. And every single time someone says this might be the one to take Becky Lynch down, I look them in the eyes, I smile, and I say, good luck with that. But see, the thing about being champion isn't just holding this pretty little piece of gold. It's about defending it. It's about proving every single week that no matter where I go, I am the man because I back it up in the ring. And that brings me to Crown Jewel. At Crown Jewel, I walked in enemy territory across the world to defend this championship on one of the biggest stages we have. And I know what everyone's saying. Becky, it's dangerous. Becky, the odds are stacked against you. Becky, you've got a target back. Well, newsflash, I am the target. I always have been, always will be. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Because whether it's Rhea Ripley, Nia Jax, Liv Morgan, or anyone else who wants to step up, they can line up. They can talk big, they can swing hard, but they better not miss. You see, this talks about brands and divisions. It's been a wild couple months tonight, hasn't it? Oh, Terrell, you always know how to make the man feel at home, don't you? Now it's been a wild couple months, hasn't it? I've gone from breaking barriers to breaking bones to breaking records. And now I stand here as the women's world champion. The world champion. The brand new title, brand new opportunity. And I'll be damned if we'll make this the most prestigious championship in all of WWE. I deserve it because I earned it. I fought for it. And every single woman in the locker room knows what this championship means. Toronto. It sounds like you're ready for the man. Now, earlier tonight, we heard from Seven Man, didn't we? She came out here and announced the end of the brand split. Said no more walls, no more limits, no more red versus blue. And for the first time in a long time, everybody's under one roof again. And you know what? I love it because that's what it's supposed to be. The best of the best. No excuses, all in one place. And this title right here, this is what the vision looks like. The Women's World Championship isn't just a brands, it's the sides. It's about competition, about who can walk in that ring. Walk into the ring. Week after week and fight for the right things to call themselves the best in the world. Oh, I know I do, because the man doesn't handed anything. She earns it. Steph talked about unity, about bringing this company together, and I respect that. But here's the thing. When you put everyone together, when you mix Raw, SmackDown, and every hungry fighter, what used to be NXT, that's not just unity, that's chaos. So there lives every woman in the locker room, whether you've been waiting for your shot on the SmackDown, whether you came up from NXT, or whether you've been sitting in the back, then you're ready, here's your chance. You want to make your mark in this new era. You just then step up. Step into this ring, step up to the man, because I'll fight anyone anytime, and I'll still watch out your women's world champion. Stephanie said tonight's about new beginnings. Well, she's right. Every single woman who's ever laced the... Oh, Toronto. Always loud, always fiery, always ready for the man. Now, earlier tonight, we heard from Stephenie McMahon, didn't we? She came out here and told the world that the brand split is over. That Raw, SmackDown, even NXT are now all under one banner. One company, one vision, one WWE. And all I gotta say, and I've gotta say, I love it, because that's what Stephanie said tonight about unity, about breaking down walls. That's exactly what this business needs. You see, this title right here isn't about colors or brands or who gets drafted to where. This is the Women's World Championship. And it represents every single woman who's ever laced up a pair of boots and said, I want to be the best. And now that the walls are down, that means no more, there's no more hiding, no more I'm on SmackDown's shoes, no more I'm waiting for my call-up, no more separation. That means every woman in this company, from Rhea Ripley to Bianca Belair to Rhea Sky to Roxanne Perez, every single one of them, can come after me. And that's exactly what I want, because I don't want to defend the championship. I didn't win the championship to hold it safe. I wanted to defend it, to prove that night after night that the man isn't just the face of a brand. She's the face of the entire company. Steph said tonight marks a new era for WWE. Well, she's right. The new era means new opportunities, new rivalries, and new challenges. But one thing hasn't changed. When the bell rings, there's only one standard, and you're looking at her. So to every woman who wants to test herself in this new era, step up, step in the ring with a man. Because if this is the start of something new, then I'm going to make sure it starts the right way. It's the right way. With a champion who fights. And when it's all said and done, when this new era settles, all in the dust clears, there's still only going to be one woman standing at top. The man, the champ, the woman's world champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a big announcement from Becky Lynch from the man here on Monday Night Raw. The man, Becky Lynch, announced she wants anyone to face anybody, anytime, any place. Because we know that the brand split is completed, but Becky Lynch wants matches, wants people to face, and Becky Lynch just had a lot to say. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Raw. So for the main event of Monday Night Raw here in Toronto. And here goes the best in the world, CM Punk. From Monday Night Raw, it's CM Punk. From Raw here, from Monday Night Raw, from Monday Night Raw, here's CM Punk. Ready to fight here on Monday Night Raw tonight for the sold out crowd here in Toronto. In our main event.
Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk, the best in the world, is right for action here on Monday Night Raw in our main event here in Toronto. Well, CM Punk goes one-on-one. This is a mystery opponent. Could be a man from NXT, could be a man from SmackDown, or right here from Raw. We'll find out. We'll find out in moments, ladies and gentlemen. CM Punk is in action live next. Who is CM Punk's opponent going to be here? It is none other than SmackDown's Cody Rhodes, who's right for action here tonight in Toronto on Monday Night Raw.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Cody Rhodes from SmackDown, looking to fight here on Raw tonight. Since the brand was no more. We'll fight here on Monday Night Raw. Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Well, Cody Rhodes looking to get a victory here tonight in Toronto on Monday Night Raw. Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk here on Monday Night Raw tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But you don't want to miss Friday SmackDown. This Friday on SmackDown, the Beast, Brock Lesnar, will return, will be live in the ring to kick off SmackDown this Friday night. This Friday, live on SmackDown. Live on SmackDown, the Beast, Brock Lesnar, will be making his return to WWE live this Friday from New York City. from New York City. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our main event. Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk. It is our main event here on Monday Night Raw. Here we go, CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes. One-on-one action here in Toronto, Canada, on Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix. Here, ladies and gentlemen, Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk. One-on-one action here on Netflix. Here on Netflix on Monday Night Raw, Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk. This is the best in the world. CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes versus the prodigy, the prodigal son, Cody Rhodes. The son of WWE, Cody Rhodes. But here we go. Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here in the Scotia Bank Arena. Live in the sold out Scotia Bank Arena here in Toronto. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be live on SmackDown in Madison Square Garden, New York City at Madison Square Garden. You won't miss Monday Night Raw, miss Friday Night SmackDown this Friday night. And we just told you the Beast, Brock Lesnar, will be back in the ring. We'll be back in for the first time in a decade and in months. The Beast, Brock Lesnar, will be back inside the ring. Then we'll kick off Friday Night SmackDown this Friday. Kick off SmackDown this Friday night. This Friday night on SmackDown. We'll kick off SmackDown this Friday. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk on Monday Night Raw here on Netflix tonight. Cody Rhodes, CM Punk on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we'll see some big things happen here on Monday Night Raw tonight. Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here, ladies and gentlemen, Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk. And CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, one-on-one action here, ladies and gentlemen, on Monday Night Raw in our main event. In your main event, Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk on Monday Night Raw. Here, ladies and gentlemen, the best in the world versus the prodigal son of WWE, Cody Rhodes. Well, CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, one-on-one action here, ladies and gentlemen. Sold out here tonight in Toronto. Cody Cutter by Cody. The CM Punk. Punk gets out two. Here on Monday Night Raw. Punk almost got taken out of Punk now. The Anaconda Vice is locked in by Punk. On Cody Rhodes. On Cody. Cody's in deep trouble here. Deep trouble here, looks like. Against CM Punk. But Punk, Anaconda Vice locked in, but Cody Rhodes escapes it. Cody escapes the Anaconda Vice. He escapes it. In the nick of time, here's Cody. And now CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. One-on-one action here on Monday Night Raw in our main event. Here in Toronto. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes. One-on-one action on our main event. CM Punk down with a crossroad by Cody. Crossroad by the American Nightmare. 1, 2, no, two by CM Punk. 2 by CM Punk, it's out 2. Punk kicked out 2. I can't believe Punk kicked out 2. So is Cody Rhodes. Can't believe it either. But Cody Rhodes is in trouble. The go to sleep by CM Punk to Cody. 1, 2, 2.5 kick out by Cody. Cody Rhodes, CM Punk. One-on-one action here in Toronto, Canada. In your main event. In the main event of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. And Raw on Netflix, ladies and gentlemen. Here in Toronto, Canada. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes. One-on-one action, ladies and gentlemen. Sold out here in Toronto. Cody Rhodes, CM Punk. On Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Raw on Netflix. CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. One-on-one action here. Sold out here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. We're sold out here, ladies and gentlemen, on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here in Toronto, Canada. Cody's busted open. Cody's bleeding now. Cody's been busted open by CM Punk. By the best in the world. And another move here by another submission from Cody from CM Punk. They're going to fight by CM Punk to Cody Rhodes. It's Cody Rhodes. And Cody not giving up. Cody's about to give up here, but Cody is not going to give up without a fight. And we all know Cody's resilient. And Cody's so resilient, he escapes it. Yeah, going like yet again, Cody Rhodes escapes it yet again. Cody Cutter. And another Cody Cutter by Cody Rhodes to CM Punk. To go one by CM Punk here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here we go, another Crossroads. Another Crossroads here. Crossroads. Crossroads, not even a pin. Even a way to pin him here. Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. Cody calling CM Punk, calling him up. CM Punk ready for the go to sleep. Yet again. And CM Punk the go to sleep. Yet again. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk beats Cody Rhodes. What a match. What a main event match we saw here tonight on Raw. And the incredible main event here on Monday Night Raw tonight between Cody Rhodes and CM Punk on Netflix. Well, Monday Night Raw match. What a match here tonight. What a win for Cody Rhodes here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix, ladies and gentlemen. What a fight. What a win. This was, ladies and gentlemen, for CM Punk as he beats Cody Rhodes here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. It was an incredible main event here on Netflix. Here on Monday Night Raw, Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk. And Punk picks up the victory here tonight against Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. What a fight here we saw, ladies and gentlemen. The first go to sleep. Thought it was done from that. It was not. But then Cody went for the Crossroads. Then the Cody Cutter. Then the Crossroads. Then the Crossroads. Then the Crossroad by Cody. Thought it was done. Did go for the pin. Cody thought he had something up in mind, but then the go to sleep by Punk. Then the final go to the third, go to sleep, the second go to sleep. And Cody Rhodes was knocked out. And Punk is your winner here in Toronto, our main event.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a way to end Monday Night Raw here in Toronto. CM Punk sends over Cody Rhodes. Punk beats Cody Rhodes tonight on Raw. What a main event match. We'll see you this Friday night on SmackDown. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. From Toronto, good night. We'll see you this Friday on SmackDown.